Do parents contribute to how their children feel about themselves? I'm talking about self-esteem right now. And when it comes to girls, are there things that parents could do that could make or mar the level of esteem development in their daughters? Of course, yes. And then when you're a Christian parent, I'd like you to step back and think about the fact that your child is just another Christian like you, facing the same battles that you face with Satan. And I promise you, Satan doesn't send junior demons to go after your children. So could there be an attack on the self-esteem of the girl today? I think there is, and today that's what I'm going to be talking about. My name is Irene Bangwell, and you're watching Raising Girls with Irene Bangwell, where I talk about biblical principles about raising girls today, while also looking at how biblical principles take care of some of the challenges we're facing today. I'm excited to welcome you to the show today. So yes, I started asking, have you ever thought about the fact that there's a war against your child's self-worth, especially that of your daughters? Have you thought about it? There are new definitions of all kinds of things. So what are 4 things that you should know about your daughter's self-esteem today? Number 1, Satan has ideas that he's planting in the mind of your child. And those ideas have to do with how they look and whether they're loved. So your children are struggling with their sense of worth. Are they important? Are they worth it? Are they good enough? There are feelings and struggles of inadequacy in the minds of a lot of children today. And I need more and more parents to recognize that. So Satan is fighting the war on the identity, but he's holding on to 2 things. Do they feel beautiful? Do they feel loved? Or do they feel adequate? So we're dealing with all of this. So the next time you want to say something really nasty because you were disappointed in your child, I want you to know that sometimes you're literally giving firewood to the devil, to inflict on your child. So next time you want to say, I don't even know why you think like this. I don't know how stupid you are. I just want you to know Satan has been telling them the whole night they're not good enough. And right in that moment, you may be witnessing to what Satan is already speaking to your mind. And then when you're very certain that, okay, I'm being careful now and I'm certain that I'm not contributing to the struggles they're having with their self-esteem, I want to also show you 3 pillars of quality self-esteem today. So number 1 is self-awareness. Yes, self-esteem does not begin with what people say about themselves. It begins with what people know about themselves. So self-awareness is just a beautiful culture of helping your children know how they're different from other people. Helping your children spot the uniqueness in them. I'm not talking about talent. I'm talking about everything. The difference in the way this one eats to the way this one wants her hair to be made. If you have a home where you're able to identify how one child differs from the other, you start to help them accept and appreciate who they are. You start to help them see the difference between them and others. I look at my 2 daughters, they're too different from each other. And then in those weird moments, you see the way their difference complements. So let's have a home where we're not trying to make one child the other, but we're going on this exciting adventure asking ourselves, what did God put in this one? And we're trying to figure it out. Sometimes as parents, we have an idea of what a great child would be, and we're hoping to make our child into that idea, but we miss the show. The Bible says in Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5 that he formed your child in the womb. God is a master crafter. So there must be a lot of things in your child that you should go out there and unravel. So to build a child's self-esteem, start out by helping them become self-aware about their personality type, their temperament, their learning styles, things that they have a tendency to respond in a certain type of way to. So it is your role as a parent to help them find out the unique things that God has put inside of them. And when you're done with self-awareness, take a journey to self-acceptance. Many children find out things about themselves, but they are locked in comparison. They're locked in, well, I know I can draw, but not as much as Onye. Oh, I know I can draw, but not as good as Kemi. No, I can draw, but not as good as Hadiza. How about we start with self-acceptance? What makes self-acceptance work is when we tell our children, God made you uniquely for an assignment, and you are perfect for what He's called you to do. Yes, there will be times for you to build your skills, all right? You can improve on your skills, but the goal should never be because Adiza can draw better than you. The goal should always be that, I'm building my skills so that I can see the fullness of everything God designed for me to be. But more than that, because one of the battles that girls face has to do with beauty standards. as we build our children to accept the bodies that they came in, we need to teach them that nobody's body is perfect. All right, nobody's body is perfect. And if there's 7 billion people on earth, then there's 7 billion ways to be beautiful. So what that means is we're going to raise daughters who don't take the world standard as the standard of beauty. They have to reject every projected standard of beauty. They have to reject every standard of beauty that is being put across. All right, they have to reject every standard of beauty that is out there. And you, mommy, you have to also emphasize it. For example, you too also have to reject every standard of beauty. If the world today is saying, oh, it's slim girls, you can't use that standard after your child that has a little bit of weight. Even if they're overweight, the standard of correcting them about their health should never be from the beauty standard point of view. It should always be about their health and their well-being. So when we move from self-awareness, we get to self-acceptance. And then finally, we get to self-respect. Why is self-respect critical? They're going to need it in their interactions with other people. It's how they treat themselves and how they allow other people to treat them. And in order for you to shape their self-respect is a whole entire journey. I'll do a separate video for that. But just in summary, self-respect has to do with what they think about themselves, what they say about themselves, and actions that they take. So if you have a child who takes actions that get her into trouble, we need to talk about self-respect. To say, sweetheart, you need to treat yourself like a princess. This action you took is going to get you in trouble. You did something that is not good for you, and you have to self-correct from there. But I guess in a future video, we'll take the time to talk about self-respect. So what else do you have to add about self-esteem in girls today, especially from the Bible point of view? What else do you want to add to us? What did I miss? Do you have questions? Do you have comments? I look forward to seeing your comments in the comment section where we talk about self-esteem for girls, especially the Bible way. I look forward to seeing you in a subsequent video. In the meantime, let's hang out in the comment section, and remember to subscribe to this channel, share this video with as many friends as possible, and meet up with us again in our next video. See you soon. God bless you. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you learned something and that you've taken away some actionable steps that you can get working on. One of the things we've done is design different resources to support you and your daughters. We have some links running across the screen or in the caption that give you access to our online store, so you can purchase some of the resources we have and get using it in your home. And if you'd like to talk with us, we have a WhatsApp number scrolling on the screen and also in the caption. Whatever you do, make sure you take actions towards the things you've learned today, and I'm always looking out to support you one way or the other. We look forward to seeing you in our next episode.